Hi, good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel, Intelligible Tutorials. In this today's session now, I want to give the clear information of Umper's world problem, a famous problem in the artificial intelligence. Okay, so actually it's a game oriented problem, goal oriented problem. And here, first of all, we need to discuss about the agents, which we have discussed in the very first classes. There are five different kinds of the agents in the artificial intelligence. The number one is simple reflexive agent. Number two, model based agent. Number three, goal based agent. Number four, utility. Number five, learning agents. So these are the five different kinds of the agents we are having in the artificial intelligence. And now this Umpasol game agent will comes under the goal based agent. It looks for the goal and it checks the goal. Okay, and it identifies the goal. So in order to move its steps forward, it works on some boolean rules or the logical rules which are stored in the knowledge base. So this is the previously stored knowledge, it is called as the. Okay, so it was developed by George Orr in 1973. And one more thing here we need to identify is it's a single agent game or a single player game. Only one agent will participate in this game. Okay, and next it is consisting of 4 by 4 matrix in the form of words look like this. Just a minute. It look like this. Just 16 rooms totally we are having, and it is a just like a cave, which is a collection of the rooms which are connected to each other via pathways. Okay, so here there is a monster in this game is called as Wumpus, which lurking somewhere in the game, in the cave actually. Okay, so this animal eats everyone who tries to enter into the cave, and the player sometimes may kill the Wumpus, or player can be eaten by the Wumpus. Okay, the player has only one arrow to shoot out the monster in this game. And some of the rooms, those are consisting of bottomless pits which may trap anyone whoever wanders in the room, the dangerous pits. And there is a gold is also there in the game that is considered as the goal of this particular game. Okay, so Umpus is a static one which cannot move. It will be there in its cave only. Okay, so that's what we have to remember here. This is the description about the Umpus world problem game. Once again, you please listen. So this is a monster or the animal which sits statically in one room, and the nearby that goal will be there. That is the goal of the game, and all these 16 by 16 rooms will be there. See here, these are the four number of the rooms, 4 by 4. See here, the agent will enter into the room number 1.1. Here at the 3.1, the umpus animal is the 3.2 goal will be there, and some nearby rooms pits will be there, cool breeze will be there, and stench will be there. All these things will be there. Whenever there is a breeze, then you can say that nearby pit is there. Okay, just nearby that pit will be there. Okay, so this is the game. And now this is the description of the Umpus world. And now we are going to talk about the piece of this particular game. All of you know what is the meaning of the piece: performance, environment, actuators, and sensors. So what are the piece for this particular game? Now we are going to see. Look at the performance measure of this game. So 1000 reward points will be given if the agent come out from the cave with the goal. So it wins the goal and it comes out of the cave, then it can be rewarded as 1000 points, and minus 1000 points will be taken as the penalty from the agent whenever it is being eaten by the umpus animal, and minus 1 for each action, minus 10 for using the arrow. Okay, the game ends if either agent dies or came out of the cave. Whenever the agent dies in the mouth of the umpus animal, or it is directly come out of the cave, we can say that is the end of the game. Okay, so this is the performance. Now we are going to talk about the environment. Already I have shown the 4 by 4 grid of the rooms. This is the environment of the agent, where this umpus world agent, where he works in the 4 by 4 rooms. Okay, so the agent initially starts at the room number square 1.1. Here this is the starting of the room number 1.1. This can be considered as the room number 1 of 1. Okay, facing towards right, and it starts from left and it facing towards right, and the location of the umpus and the goal are chosen randomly by expecting the first square 1.1. He starts at the 1.1. Okay, Each square of the game can be a pit with a probability of 0.2 except the first square. And next we are going to discuss about the accutators. What are the accutators of this Umpus World game now we are having? See, the left turn, turning of the left and right turn and move forward and grabbing the goal and releasing and shooting the animal Umpus. And what are the sensors? The sensors are nothing but the agent will perceive the stench if he is in the room adjacent to the Umpus, and he senses the stench will be there, and he stenches the breeze also if at all nearby that any pit will be there. So the sensors will work for two things, two kind of the things. Number one, it is stench, the hot breeze, and cool breeze, the pit will be there, like that the sensors. See, in this picture it is clearly showing that the cool breeze will be there for the pits. There is no breeze, then that means it is near to the stench, like that. Okay, so like that the sensors can work by by identifying the stench and as well as the breeze and pits. Okay, so the agent will perceive the bump if he walks into the wall, and the when the age wumpus is shot, it emits a horrible scream, it gives some kind of the screaming voice, and anywhere in the cave. The percepts can be represented by a 5 element list which have different indicators of each sensors that we will see in the further slide. And if the agent perceives stench, breeze, but no glitter and no bump, no scream, then it is represented as the 5 actions. That's what I am saying. 5 different indicators, 5 element list. The point number 3 it is showing. Just see, the percepts can be represented as the 5 element list in which we will have different indicators for each sensor. That is the stench, breeze, none, none, none. Like that, you can represent the perceptions or the receiving actions, whatever it is, those are called the perceptions. These perceptions can also be treated as called as the percepts. So these percepts are the receiving elements or the receiving things, whatever these are there for the agent, those can be represented as the 5 element list. This 5 element list can be represented as stench, breeze, none, none, none. Look at this. This is the 5 element list. Okay. And now we are going to trying to exploring the Olympus world, how it going to work. Initially, we started at the room number 1, 1. Okay, so agent does not feel any breeze here or any stench here, so he can mark it as the OK in the 1.1. Look at the figure 1, 1.1. He can mark it as the OK. Okay, so this is the first one. He can mark it as the OK. 1 minute, just a minute. Okay, so this is the okay. And now coming to the step 2, that is he can move to the 2.1 or he can move to the 1.2. Okay, so suppose the agent moves 2.1, whatever it happening, so it perceives a breach, so adjacent room is go back, so adjacent room is not safe, so go back. So whenever it reaches to the room number 2.1, let us see, in the room number 2.1 there is a cool breeze is there. Here see the breeze, whenever it is a breeze is there nearby, there some pit will be there. This is the pit actually. Okay, so that what the agent decides is nothing but 2.1 it receives the cool breeze. Okay, so whenever it receives the cool breeze, obviously it won't move its step forward. Okay, so it won't move its step forward, that is it go back again, it can go back. And coming to the moving of room number 1.2, what is the room number 1.2? What is there at the room number 1? So the agent move to the room number 2.1, 1.2 in both of the choices. It selects the room number 1.2 because it considers the 2.1 is not safe. So it considered it one is the best one, 1.2. Okay. Now the agent moves to the 2.2, the next one. Okay, so 2.2. So at the room 2.2, no stench and no breaches. So the agent decides to move 2.3 also. Let us see in this diagram 2.2. That is, see, agent first one it is 1.2. It moves to the 1. First of all, it reaches to the 1.1 and again 1.2 it moves. Okay, so this it moves to the 2.2. Okay. Okay, so then it moves to the 1.2, and then where it moves to the, just a minute. it moves to the sorry 2.2. 2.2. Here no stench, no breeze present. So let's suppose agent again wants to move to the 2.3. 2.3 is also harmless, safe room. So that's why it considered that go to the room number 2.3. But what it finds in the 2.3, it finds the gold. Okay. So the glitter, it grabs the gold and again climb out from the same where it came and again same reaches to the same room. Okay, so like that it grabs the gold, it founds the gold. That is the thing here it is showing. Okay, so here in 1.2 it perceived stench and no breeze, so that's why it comes to the 2.2. Initially it came into the 1.1 and again it go to the 1.2. It's not safe, it goes to the 2.1. 2.1 is not safe, again it goes to the 1.2 and 1.2 stench it finds, so that's why it again comes to the 2.2. 2.2 no pits, no stench is there, so that's why again it wants to move to the 2.3. But fortunately in the 2.3 it finds the gold glitter and it grabs it and moves in the same direction to the backward. It reaches to the again 1.1. Okay, so like that the agent will put its step forward. Okay, so to move its step forward, it is going to establish some kind of the boolean rules or the logical rules. What are the set of the boolean rules and logical rules for this particular problem? Now we are going to see here. See, atomic proposition of variables of the Olympus world. Let P of I comma j is true if there is a pit in the room I comma j. Okay, B of I comma j means breeze. W comma I comma j is means what? Olympus. So based on it builds some kind of the rules like that. If in the 1.1 room there is a P comma I comma j is true or not. So if it's not, then it moves its step forward, or else it returns backward. In the same manner, breeze. If it perceives breeze, nearby pit will be there based on that, and it builds its own rules like that. Some W comma Iz means what? Is there any Wumpus monster is there or not? So it is not there. It came backward like that. Okay, and some other kind of the rules are there, that S of ij, that is trench, and V of ij, that is already visited or not, and G of ij, the glitter is there or not. Okay means it is safe or not. Okay, so like that it builds its own rules based on the logical rules. It puts its step forward. If at all it is safe, then only it puts its step forward. If at all anything is coming bad, like pit will be there or stench will be there, like that it perceives any kind of the breeze, it directly concludes that it's not the safe and it won't move, it won't put its step forward. Okay, so like that the knowledge base agent will work on some set of the boolean rules or the logical rules which are already stored in its knowledge base. This is also called as the stored knowledge. Okay, and these rules can be represented as R1, R2, R3, R4. Okay, R1 negation of S11, negation Olympus world, negation W12. Like that it builds some set of the propositional rules of the Olympus world. These are the various kinds of the rules of the knowledge based agent in the Olympus world. So like this the Olympus world will work in the environment, whether this room is safe or not, based on the main rules like PIJ, BIJ, WIJ, SIJ, VIJ, ZIJ, and OKIJ. These are the 7 set of the rules. Based on the rules, the knowledge base agent will work, will put its step forward. Okay, so this is the main activity of the knowledge base rule, main working principle of the Olympus world in the knowledge based agent, and as well as the goal oriented agent, and also called as the game agent. This is the best example of the Olympus world. By description of this Olympus world, these are the performance measures. Okay, so this is nothing but the Olympus world problem in the artificial intelligence. If at all anybody didn't subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials, please subscribe my channel Intelligible Tutorials. Thank you and all.